Okay, hello everybody, my name is Alfred and I am Mitz, and today we're gonna discuss the second part of the Fortnite crossover, The Flash Season 3, Episode 8, and I'm gonna be honest here, I had the streaming site I'm watching this on, I had some issues, so I had to see this in very laggy way, so my experience wasn't as enjoyable as it could be. That being said, from story perspective, it was a sort of a mess. First of all, they at this point got too many characters and they don't really know what story arcs people are interested in because I don't know why they're following this Wally West story arc or why it is because essentially Wally West had gotten powers and now everybody is mad at him about it. And I'm sure, yeah, people don't want him to get hurt and the whole thing. That's motivation enough, but there is a point where you sort of have to realize this guy can't help people and you're just holding him back. And yeah, they're ultimately proven that he isn't trained enough to help them, but at the same time, train him. There is no point of just keeping him out of harm's way. Instead, make sure he helps people properly and doesn't drown in and do stupid shit. And that being said as well, they're bringing in Supergirl, they're bringing in the Legends, they're bringing in Arrow Team, and there is the Flash, and all of them are together, and it's just a lot of meaningless drama. Supergirl was brilliant, Heat Vision was as always brilliant, and the rest was there. I really like Martin Stein's story arc. He's doing a great story arc. Apparently, he has a daughter, which is you know Barry's changes or his changes in time traveling have resulted in him now having a daughter, which he doesn't know about because he's been time traveling, which is an interesting feature, and I think that's interesting all in all. Uh, Killer Frost or Dr. Caitlin Snow, sort of a weird thing. She doesn't want to use her power because she becomes Killer Frost. But then I get that. Uh, Still a bit drama for me. Don't know. It's a very weird thing. I think it's the way they're portraying it as this sort of like, ooh, it's super exciting. You know what's going on, and you're like, yeah, I do, but at the same time, it feels very cheesy the way you're showing her frost powers. The dynamic between Oliver and Barry is, as always, quite good. I think that Oliver has a lot of backstory of epic things he can just pull out from previous seasons to tell in any given situation, which is good. That's sort of what this character is all about. I feel that he's a bit underpowered. He feels like a worse version than Hawkeye, and because I'm not sure, I'm not a comic book person, but I think Hawkeye is a ripoff of Arrow, or they're just coincidentally two Arrow people, or two, archers. But Hawkeye got these explosive arrows, which makes him very good in combat in any given situation. And you feel like he's actually doing some real. He got his like specific holster where he can make his arrows change them on a fly. So you got like explosive arrows, electric arrows, regular arrows. He got like a bunch of arrows. While in uh, while Arrow, the Green Arrow, Oliver, he has his specific arrows, and you're not really sure of his capabilities in a fight because he usually used the ordinary arrow, which is fine, but you feel like when he's going up against some more powerful people like Barry or Supergirl, just like yeah. The first fight between him and Barry earlier in a different season, not in this episode, a different episode. Uh, that was well done because he used his superior archery skill to shoot where Barry was supposed to be. But what is he supposed to do against Supergirl? That's just what I'm thinking here, and against the aliens and stuff. He is a great archer, but I feel like if he were more like Hawkeye in the sense that he has a more badass range of arrows and you know what kind of arrows he can pull out of his sling all the time, and not just ordinary arrows. I know that Green Arrow has various different types of arrows, but it feels less natural because he usually goes around with a holster of normal arrows, and his special arrows come out of nowhere almost. Uh, you feel that Green Arrow would be better with Hawkeye superpowers because he doesn't have any superpowers either, but he feels like he can do some real damage with those explosive arrows, which Arrow really lacks. But that being said, I feel the episode all in all was very well toned. Uh, it was very all over the place, but it was a good tone. You felt like you were in this world, which is nice. But that being said, it's all over the place. It's a bit here, a bit there, a bit there. It's nice seeing all of these characters on the screen at once, but at the same time, we are in the age now where Marvel have done it so many times, even DC have done it in the TV universe so many times that that isn't enough to carry an episode. The episode itself has to be good, and this wasn't a very good episode. It was a slug to watch through. Might be on my part because I had bad. It wasn't bad internet connection, but the videos just refused to load for me. So I had to watch it like 1 minute and then load it to a couple of seconds and 1 minute. So it was a bit sluggish that way for me personally, but I felt the episode itself was also a bit sluggish with some really unnecessary filler content, which you don't want in a big crossover episode where time needs to be spent on all the characters equally. You can't just spend it on these filler, bad jokes, content things. Yeah, that being said, the training montage sort of funny. I don't know, it missed the mark a bit for me. Like, yeah, Supergirl is more powerful than everyone, but we already know this. It's not. It's a very given fact. These people are ordinary people, some with a bit more extraordinary powers, but she's Supergirl. She can fly and lasers and everything. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's a beginning. Technically, Supergirl was the beginning of the Fortnite crossover. This is the second one, and the true beginning of it when stuff actually starts happening. And if I feel it's a weird premise. They're up against aliens, and it feels a bit Avengery, but without actual Avengers or stuff. And they're not duking it out like they should be. They should be leading up to some confrontations, and I don't know, I just don't enjoy the way it's filmed. It's very drama oriented, and I don't enjoy that. If you enjoy that, you're probably in love with this and joyful beyond. Or if you're a big DC fan, you're probably also, oh my god, all of these characters to screen once. But I feel they're missing the mark here. I feel they're missing the opportunity to use the powers, and Barry Allen's power usage is a bit funny, but I feel that I don't know if it's the writers or if it's the actor, but I don't buy Barry Allen. I don't know, he feels like he is too generic of a character, which isn't good for a main character. He should be more depth to him. What's like, yeah, he has scarred problems, but they feel like, oh yeah, here are your scarred problems, now deal with them. Not sort of like something that realistically feels like his scarred problems from his life, and it's sort of like, oh yeah, this happened ages ago, and oh yeah, I did this, and oh yeah, I did it, and I don't know, it feels so unnatural the way they're making it. If they had been going a different route, if they had I think it's a mixture between too many support characters. Yes, you can have too many support characters, and the support characters are trying to explain everything in too great of detail, and it just feels stupid with all the forced in exposition. And yeah, I'm rambling here. It's an alright episode. As I said, I'm a bit bitter because I saw it in such a sluggish way. But all in all, I think that Flash season 3 episode 8 was a sort of enjoyable episode. If you enjoy the Flash, you're definitely gonna enjoy this. But if you like me or watching it and feeling like why are they doing all this drama, then you're probably not gonna be amazed beyond, oh, it's all that drama again. And that's what I'm feeling. A lot of you are gonna say just stop watching, but hey, I'm I'm one weird person. I can't stop watching a show after starting, and I've started to watch this, so I'm stuck. Yeah. So, all in all, it's a great show for people who like drama. People who don't like drama, maybe avoid it. And yeah, let me know what you think about the episode. Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Did you see it sluggishly? Or did you see it streaming well? Anyways, have a nice one. Until we meet again, bye bye.